afternoon to you all. Welcome to Civic Space TV. This is Women Rise. I'm called Madreen and I'm so happy to be back. We have a guest in studio today and she's a health worker and nurse in charge at Kitante Wellness Centre. I know many of you have seen this place and have visited this place, which is really a good thing. But we are here to know more about the work they do. And yes, we are in a busy season, you know, festive season. A lot happens for the young people and not only the young people, but for everyone. Yeah. So it's a season for us to be very serious and very cautious with what the actions that we do. So feel free and enjoy the program, share a comment and your question, leave a question in the section for our person to handle. Yes, so happy to be here once again and join me, welcome our guest. We have Kamazima Georgiana. She's a nurse at Kitante Wellness Centre. You're welcome, Georgiana.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so happy to see you.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, we have had quite an interesting conversation, you know, off camera, but then these are things that we are going to talk about, you know, so many questions around HIV and STIs. Yes, Kitante Wellness Centre does a lot about the two that I've talked about, but then she's going to take us in everything that they do, how we can stay safe and what happens at the center. So Georgiana, welcome and please say hello to our viewers.
Thank you so much once again. Good morning, Uganda. My name is Kamazima Georgiana. I'm a nurse in charge at HF Kitante Wellness Centre. We have two centers. As I talk, what happens at Kitante Wellness Centre also happens at Kalungu Wellness Centre.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're away from the Kampala area and you're in Masaka, Lukaya, you can go at Kalungu Wellness Centre and get the same services. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So before we go into what Georgiana does, we want to know more about Georgiana. Georgiana, where are you from? Where are you born? Something small about your life growing up and yeah, bits about your education.
Oh, thank you so much. Georgiana Kamazima. I'm a firstborn of 7 children.
Okay.
5 girls and 2 boys. So I come from Balala district, that is my home district, and I'm married to Rampara district.
Okay.
So I crossed over. So I grew up in a family that is so caring and loving. And in my growing up, being a firstborn, you know, when you're born a first child,
there's a lot that
there's that
do.
responsibility God puts on you that you
Yeah.
can't run away from it.
True.
So I grew up with that heart of caring, loving. I think God knew I was going to be a nurse. So the thing that I can never forget is my dad. Though he passed on, may he so rest in peace.
Sorry.
But he nurtured us in a way that every Sunday we have to go to church. Whether he has gone or not gone. When you come back, you all gather around a table. And he asks all of
what
you,
did you learn
what
from
did
church?
you learn from someone?
Yeah.
Mark you.
Yes.
If you don't answer, make sure that when you don't give him the answer, he would not go, but he would stay at home in bed listening to the radio.
Yeah.
So I
think I also went through that because the person I grew up with would make sure you go to church, but then not just going. When you come back, you have to mention at least the first reading. What did they say? What did you learn? Yeah, I think it was a good way of bringing up kids.
So our dad nurtured us like that, and for that I credit him.
Yeah.
So that is the memory that I will never forget. And maybe he would also take us to school, up to campus. He goes with you and then make sure he has seen where you've gone.
Yeah.
That man was so responsible. So he taught us being responsible, and I credit him for that.
May his soul rest in peace.
Amen.
Yeah. All right. So, Georgiana, right? Did you the schools you went to? What did you want to become when you're growing up? You know, the career that you wanted to take on as you went to school.
I wanted to become an accountant.
And now you're a nurse.
And now I'm a nurse. Things can
changed.
change. I'm telling you, however much you want to take your direction, when God has shaped you to be this, you will not run away from it. So, as I told you, I'm the firstborn. So I grew up with that responsibility of caring for my siblings. And my dad was not a rich man, but he loved education.
Yeah.
He was a primary teacher. So I went for my primary, Irvine Preparatory School. It is in Imbalala. Then for my O-level, I went to Chibubura Girls Secondary School. It's a single-sex school. It is away in Ibanda district. Then for my A-level, I went to Immaculate Heart Girls Nyachibale. It is in Rukunjiri district, I think one of the best. And then for my diploma, I went to Masaka School of Comprehensive Nursing, where I got my diploma in nursing.
Okay.
So how my career changed when I was in O-level, I loved accounts. And I was performing so well. So balancing the sheets and everything, I told my heart, I can make a good accountant. Then I was inspired by these bankers. You know, they are smart in high heels. They smell, they wear good perfume. So all the time I would go to bank school fees. I would get motivated. But
so how do you end up in nursing, in a nursing school?
In nursing school, my mom tells me, I wish my child can become a nurse. And being a firstborn, I would take my siblings to the hospital. So my mom was like, if God helps me and you become a nurse, I'll give you the most surprising prize. So I was like, how do I even start being a nurse? So as I kept on going to the hospitals, the nurses again were so smart in their white uniforms, their belts. And the nurses I happened to see, they were slim.
And then you yourself.
So I loved them. And then they had sweaters that my mom would admire. So as I went along, I had passion now for the patients, taking care of my siblings, and then I developed the passion to take care of people. Then by God's grace, when I finished my A-level, I got a government. And that government
to do nursing.
And I was posted at Masaka School of Comprehensive Nursing. And then my mom was like, come rain, come what, you must go for this course.
This is what I wanted
you to become a nurse. God has brought it. No tuition. Please go. I ended myself in nursing. That's how I became a nurse.
Wow. So how is your profession so far? How is your career?
I love it
working with people every day.
And not only working with people, working because I've been in societies of vulnerable people, rich people. So working with people and working with passion, it gives me hope to live. It gives me hope to say thank you, God, for a life you touch and then they appreciate. For a life you touch and then tomorrow they come back, and you know, some call us, some have become family, some have become, you know, like I can't explain it all. How much those people appreciate being worked on, how much like a person can disclose their private life that they can't tell their parents, they can't tell their partners. That trust they give to us. So I love it so much. And now I bless God for it because we have reasons to live now.
I must say, nursing or becoming a doctor is one thing I've never thought of.
You're missing out.
No. The injection bit and, you know, the things that you people see, the blood and all. It's something I've never thought of doing.
Let me tell you, when you do it with love, you don't think of the blood. Even they can give you an injection, though it's paining. A nurse or a health worker is one person who will tell you it's paining, but not so painful, because of the good communication, of the reassurance. So even when given that injection, you don't feel the pain. So who are we to be health workers? I give you the injection, I know it's painful, you take it up, and then you appreciate me after inflicting pain on you. Don't you think it's funny?
Pain that is going to make you better tomorrow, good and feel okay. All right, so tell us about Kitante Wellness Centre.
Okay, about it is HF Kitante Wellness Centre, but as I also talked, there is HF Kalungu Wellness Centre. For the Kalungu Wellness Centre,
maybe Georgiana, for someone who doesn't know, what is AHF?
HF, it
Yes.
is AIDS Health Foundation.
Okay.
That is it. So it's a foundation. Then the wellness centers, as I was saying, there are 2. So you don't have to come to Kitante Wellness Centre when you're in Lukaya. You can still access the services. So maybe briefly, the location, the Kalungu Wellness Centre, it is located in Lukaya Trading Centre at Uganda Cares Building. Then for the Kitante Wellness Centre, it is located at Uganda Cares Building, Chira Road, opposite the Uganda Museum. So that's the location. Then about the services we do, majorly we do prevention services, that is STI screening and treatment. Then the other prevention services, we have condom distribution, PEP, PrEP, health education to do the behavioral change. You know, even when you're talked to, you get information and you can change. So on the part of STIs, why do you think we focus on STIs? It's because these recurrent STIs, they can lead you to contracting the HIV. And we also prevent further complications that can come along with. So the STIs we focus on, they are HIV, syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia, genital herpes, and genital warts. So for any concern, you come to us, you are sorted. And our services are free, confidential, and non-judgmental. So nobody will have to tell you, why have you come 1,000 times to test? Why are you taking PEP all the time? No. With us, you're sorted, you have your right, you have your respect. Nobody will ask you the bills. Nobody will tell you, but why are you having this discharge? No. You come to us, we shall treat you in the right way, and then you go back and tell others that I got the best. Okay.
So this Kitante Wellness Centre is in the city, right?
The Kitante Wellness Centre, it is, as I've told you, it is located at Uganda Cares Building, Chira Road, this off Mulago, and then opposite the Uganda Museum. So it is
around the densely populated areas, Mulago, Kalere, Kamocha, those suburbs. Yes.
Katanga, Wandege, Bwaise, Kawempe, Namungona. So not only that densely populated, it can easily be accessed as long as you get to know what we do and you're interested in seeking our services.
I'm now looking at the places surrounding the center. Yes, because we have so many people around these areas, and mainly the young people. Yes, what is the relationship between the center and then the neighboring places? Or how well do people know this center? How are people accessing this center? Draw for us a picture of what happens because you're in a busy place. Yes, how is the accessibility? Do people even come?
Well, thank you. The accessibility, so it is so good in a way that it is strategic. There is strategic location from any direction. As you said, Kamocha, it is strategic, it is central,
it is central,
so that people can easily access. And then how to know about the services? It is through the social media that we collaborate with the community, with the CPVs, community power voices, or you call them VHTs, abasawo b'okukyalo, locally.
So you also do community outreaches. You go into the communities.
And then the people, some people access our services, they go tell their friends, and then the friends come. So we have person-to-person mobilization, like you come access our service, then you can tell a friend. Then we have flyers, we have posts, we have the TV shows like this one, radio talk shows. So that's how mobilization is being done, and that's how people are getting access our services.
So how is this center different from the so many hospitals around? Because the services that you do offer, I can access them in Mulago Hospital or anywhere. Yes. So how different is Kitante Wellness Centre from the rest of the healthcare service?
So the Kitante Wellness Centre and Kalungu Wellness Centre, we are different in a way that our services are free. So most people fear bills. So they are free, they are confidential, and offered in a very, can I say, handsome or beautiful environment. And even when you move in, you feel at peace, you feel welcomed, and your personal life is not exposed. Like you talk to a health worker in a room, and then they are non-judgmental. That we cut across all age brackets. Even, for example, the young adolescents who would, in case, be questioned as to why you're testing for HIV. For us, we don't charge. Come to us, talk to us, and then we shall sort you very well. And then also, we don't treat by signs and symptoms. We do diagnostics to find out what kind of an STI you are suffering from, so that we treat the exact disease, not beating around the bush. So in so doing, we find ourselves that people, actually some come back and tell us, so they're appreciating, because imagine getting a service that in a so comfortable way, and it is free, and you're not judged, you're not discriminated. So that's how unique our services are. And then the laboratory tests are done, not saying, "Musao kebera ku musuro kino kinduma." No, we do the lab requests and then treat you according to what has come from the laboratory. So that's how it becomes unique from other health facilities.
Okay. And being in a very busy, place, from a scale of 1 to 10, every day, how many, the number, draw for me a picture of the number of people you attend to, that visit the center.
So through the, like I've said, the other peoples we work with, then you asked me that how do you get reach to people? And I told you how we get reach to them. We have the community bits. When it's time for community, the numbers are overwhelming. I will not tell you that this. It depends on where you are. Because like if I get back to your point where you asked me how services are unique, we reach to the people. We reach to the people. So now on the turn up, when we reach to the people, the turn up is so overwhelming. The extent that others still want. But because you cannot work up tonight,
I'm thinking of how you handle, because your services are free and then the big numbers.
Yeah, we are empowered, like the manpower is there. So when we go to the community, we are expecting a big turn up. So when we go, when we are enough. Not saying that one person. So we are able to attend to them as long as they come in the stipulated time. Then at the facility, the turn-up is also very good. We can see 50, 30, depending on the day, on the weather. And they are all attended to.
Okay, yeah. So let us go into the two mainly specific issues that you handle, HIV and AIDS, and then STIs. Yes. What do you think are the problems to the recurring, continuous cases of STIs? Maybe we first handle STIs, and maybe to someone who doesn't know what are STIs, how are they contracted, how can we avoid all these?
Okay, thank you so much for that question. I'm glad you've asked it. So the STIs and the STDs. So if I talk about the STI, this is a sexually transmitted infection.
Yeah.
Then when I talk about the STD, it is a sexually transmitted disease. Are you getting me?
So what is the difference
The
there?
difference on the infection, you're just infected. So you have the infection without the signs and the symptoms.
Okay.
Then on the disease, the signs and symptoms are already manifesting. So I'm here to say that you can have your STI silently. Like you're normal, but you're having the infection. Because the signs and symptoms are not yet manifesting. So that's an infection.
Then the STD?
The STD, you already have that disease.
Okay.
So you have the signs and symptoms.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So how do we contract this?
So
I know, but try to,
the root
Yes.
is having unprotected sex with the person having that disease. So it is sexually transmitted. That's why we call them STIs, STDs. So you will not say a virgin has an STD, but they have never had sex. Are you getting me? So maybe we have another route of transmission, the vertical, from mother to a child. That is, if a mother has gonorrhea and gives birth to a child, that child will get gonorrhea. And that gonorrhea was not attended to, treated. The same happens to other STIs. If that STI is untreated and you're expecting, probably you have a baby who has the same STI. So that's why we encourage all pregnant and breastfeeding mothers to go for routine checkups, and they have their diseases attended to, in order to prevent the transmission to their newborns, to their unborn babies. So that's the importance. So the route of transmission is from mother to child or through the sexual intercourse with the infected person.
And then, Georgiana, sometimes you have this infection, you treat, but then it keeps on coming back, recurring STIs.
The recurring
what is
STIs,
the cause, even after getting
the right treatment,
yes.
the right what? You know, we have the principles that govern the treatment of STIs. One, you must treat all your sexual partners. Two, you must adhere to your treatment and finish it. Three, you must use the condom correctly and consistently when you're on treatment. And then you have to go back for review. When you don't follow that, you find yourself having a recurrent. For instance, if you're having gonorrhea and you have 6 sexual partners, so probably out of those 6 sexual partners, 4 or 5 or all are having. For you are treated, but you go back and have sex with them.
Someone who is not treated.
So you again incur that disease. So it will be recurrent. So as at Kalungu and Kitante Wellness Centre, when you're undergoing treatment, we encourage you to treat all your sexual partners, come back for review. Then if you cannot abstain while on treatment, use the condoms correctly and consistently. When I talk about correct and consistent usage of condoms, I mean use it all the time you encounter an intercourse, and make sure you've used it properly, because poor usage can lead to contraction of that disease.
you're talking of using it properly. How? Take us through. Like, okay, we don't have something to demonstrate here, but how best can someone use it to avoid all the issues you're talking about?
Make sure like
I thought it is just a matter of, you know, someone wearing it and yes.
yeah.
So how wrong is it used? How well can people use it?
Per encounter, per sexual encounter, like per sexual encounter, you have to use a new condom.
Oh.
Not using one condom for 6 sexual encounters. And then you must check before you use, is it intact? Is it not broken? Then as you're buying or getting from wherever point of distribution, make sure, are they not expired? Then during the sexual encounter, is the condom broken? Is it torn? Is it on? Or you started the game with the condom and then ended the game without a condom.
Yeah.
So when you find all those gaps, know that your condom was not used correctly. Then consistency, like per encounter, make sure that your condom, per encounter, make sure that there is a new condom. Because some people use one condom for 6 encounters.
Oh.
Yes.
Terrible.
Regardless of the free distribution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at least even when you visit hotel rooms or what, they are free. These things are free. They're put they're available.
Are available. So what I'm saying, there is knowledge gap. So that's why we say on prevention services, we do health education to bridge the knowledge gap. They are there, but a person may not know that I have to use the condom consistently and correctly.
True.
So by providing them the knowledge, they are able to do the right thing and then reduce the spread of the STIs.
Okay, and then HIV. Yes, how do you do this service how do you bring this service to people? What should people know about HIV and AIDS?
So in regarding to STIs, like earlier I told you, these recurrent or poorly treated STIs, they lead to contracting the HIV. Especially these infections, actually all these infections, they bring some infections that bring the itching, you know, there is that inflammation in the private parts. So in the end, there's permeability, there are holes. Okay, in the lay language, as you get infected, the area that is infected will get like holes or like tears, and then you're creating a passage for the HIV virus. That's why we do talk about HIV as we are managing these STIs, and we say if you are having these recurrent STIs, you are at a high risk of getting HIV because the mode of spread is the same. So, you know, people say, after all I tested for HIV and it was negative, then they go for the encounter. No, you're doing wrong. Do you know whether they have gonorrhea or what? Because when you have the gonorrhea or the whatever, you're increasing the chances. And per se, if I must say, don't test and then go and have the intercourse. Because the person you've tested with, you've just met today. So when you test once, you don't know this person could probably be in the window period of the HIV and can spread the virus to you. The fact that has tested negative on the first encounter does not mean that they cannot spread to you, because you don't know their previous sexual exposures. So what the community needs to know, when you test, you need another period of 3 months to again retest. That is, if your partner is not again being exposed.
Yeah.
Yes. So don't test and eat. No. As you test, remember that
Okay. No, I'm laughing because you're using the, the language that young people use these days.
Yes, it is
But
test
and
and
then
eat.
Nurse Georgiana, you're talking about, someone testing for HIV and then also STIs. But I think we usually test for only the HIV.
Exactly.
We don't focus so much on the STIs.
Yes.
Yet from your conversation, you're telling us these STIs, the STDs, can lead to
the contraction of HIV.
HIV.
Actually, if you're having the STDs or STIs, your chances of contracting HIV are also high. They go hand in hand. Because of the reason I've explained to you.
Yeah, you have. But then I'm looking at our people down, our common person. This information or the knowledge is really lacking.
Yes.
Is nowhere.
No, as the Kitante and the Kamazima Wellness Centre, we have the community model on board. We reached them. That's why I told you we are unique in a way that we reach to the community people. Because they want the services, but they don't have money to come to the facilities. So when we reach the community people, we take the services, we give them the knowledge, we break the barriers, and then we ensure continuity. So in so doing, we are empowering them. And to be true, the communities we've so far reached to, the feedback is positive. They come to us or they reschedule and say, "Basawo tubetaga mukomeo." So we reschedule and go back to them. We don't just stop there.
How how often do you go back? Like which space do you go back to communities? And then how long should someone take to test again? The spacing.
It depends on your exposure.
Oh.
So if you're continuously exposed, so you will test routinely. Though like I said, you're at risk of getting HIV. So it's not just a matter of testing, treating. No. There should also be behavior change. That's why I said we also do health education to bridge the knowledge gap. So the period of when to retest depends on how often you are exposed. For example, if you had unprotected sex with an irregular partner and then contracted the gonorrhea, then you treated and then treated the partner, your partners per se, then you never went back. Do you need to retest? No. But then if I'm constantly being exposed, you need to retest and retreat. Though, like I told you, we package you with the information of you need to treat your sexual partners because you're consistently being at high risk of getting infected.
Yeah.
So it's not just a matter of retesting and retreating, because in the end run, we'll get the long-term effects.
And behavior change is also important.
It is very key, actually. It's not just
because we might take it for granted that Kitante is here to give us free services.
Exactly.
And then it is you test, treat well, then you go back. So behavior change is also very important.
It's key.
Yeah.
Actually, it's key. It's not just a matter of free services, but what goes with the free services. As I have told you, we don't just end on giving you the drugs that, okay, you know what, you have chlamydia, take your drugs. No, we shall tell you have chlamydia, but make sure you complete your treatment. Use a condom as you're having sex while you're on treatment. If you can't abstain, make sure that all your sexual partners are treated so that you don't go back to contract. Finish your drugs and come for follow-up. Follow-up is good in a way. We want to see, did you heal or you didn't heal?
Okay, and you keep talking about these diseases, the STIs, but what are some of the signs and symptoms? How can one tell that now this is gonorrhea, now this is this, before you even go to hospital? How do I tell that, something is wrong, I'm not feeling okay? Yes.
Okay, thank you for that question. You know, these sexually transmitted diseases, as I have said, for an infection, you do not yet have the signs and symptoms. Yes, you can have a disease when you don't know. When you are infected and it has not yet turned to the point of getting that disease. Then with the disease, now you have those signs and symptoms you're asking.
Okay.
So for the gonorrhea, chlamydia, those ones we have. For women, I would say for women, we have abnormal vaginal discharge. Do you know why I call it abnormal? Because in women, there is a normal discharge. So for women, they have to know when their discharge is abnormal or sick.
So how
or else they will just come. So I have a discharge.
how do I know that my discharge is not okay?
It's not okay.
We have those colors, but
yes.
then those colors you tell us.
So you have it could be yellowish, greeny, smelly, itching, increased quantity. You have the lower abdominal pain. You have blisters or sores in your genital area. For the women, I stress it and I stress it. Dear ladies, we have a normal discharge. But when your discharge changes away from the normal color, you know the normal color? The off-white, that normal color, non-smelly. It has that normal characteristic smell. So if it becomes smelly, the quantity increases, and then there is itching. It could be yellow, green, and then you have the lower abdominal pain. Abasinga actually they normally say ndumizibwa mundira.
Yeah.
Enseke zinduma actually. Enseke zinduma. Then you get to know that something is wrong. Actually, for some women, they have had these recurrent STIs, and then they don't have a discharge, but they have that serious lower abdominal pain. If I'm translating it in Uganda, balumizibwa nnyo mu nseke. Mukyala n'agamba musawo nzijanjabye infection enseke zinduma kufa.
Infection eganya
Katoyo, you just know that disease has advanced. They now have a PID, a pelvic inflammatory disease. Okwo okulumizibwa enseke kwe batera complaininga. So those are the signs and symptoms in women. Then in men, for them they will have a urethral discharge, a discharge from their genital area. And the fact about the gonorrhea and chlamydia in men, it doesn't take long to show. Within days, in men, they will see the signs and symptoms. But for the gonorrhea and chlamydia in women, women tend to live with that disease because they have a discharge. That's why I stressed when your discharge turns to be abnormal and you need to consult. So that is for the gonorrhea, chlamydia. Then for the genital herpes, for the genital warts, abo bagamba nti bandoga binyanya. It's not that.
Yeah.
You have the genital growth. You have the genital growth in your genital area. So you're having the genital warts. Then the genital herpes, you have the blisters or the sores in your genital areas. This one cuts across to both genders. So those are the signs and symptoms. So if you happen to have those, so kindly come to Kalungu or Kitante Wellness Centre. Then there's a point that I wanted to also put across. Then for the infection, before you get the signs and symptoms, maybe if you're exposed, are you getting me? Like if you had an protected sexual encounter and then you suspect, you can come earlier. You don't have to wait for the signs and symptoms to manifest. Because some people are keen, they will have the encounter and then they suspect the person they had an encounter with was not normal. Like I said, women, they are like, you may have an encounter with a woman who has gonorrhea, and then you suspect, you come, it can be detected because an infection is in, though the signs and symptoms have not yet manifested.
Okay, away from, you know, medical treatment, yes, is there anything people can eat, like foods that can help or build your immunity, something like that?
Of course, they stress a balanced diet to boost your immunity. But though your immunity
More
is
especially
boosted,
for someone who keeps, you know, getting recurring infections.
I told you for people with recurrent infections, they don't treat their sexual partners, and then they go back to them.
Okay, Nurse Georgiana, you're a nurse, and you know, you get these people every day.
Yes.
Why do you think the partners do not want to come? More so for a married couple. Yes, it's a couple, you're married, maybe for, we are going even to talk about the pregnant women, those who are that are expecting. Why do you think what is this gap? Why is there a gap that these partners do not want to access these services? Is it that people are in denial, I don't have this, I don't want to? Why?
No,
Where is the problem?
like I earlier said, the people don't prioritize the sexually transmitted diseases. They are not an emergency. Maybe due to knowledge gap. Secondly, the people who are treated, they don't want to disclose to their partners
That I'm sick.
that, you know what, I was treated for a gonorrhea, also go and get treated. You're doing a service. But for us, we stress out that point. Though patients have a right, we give you the knowledge, but you have a right to do this.
To take it or not.
To take it or not. So people don't get healed and they keep on getting the recurrent infections because their partners are not treated. And their partners are not treated because the clients we treat or the people treated, they don't disclose their partners. And it's not only in married people, in all generations or in all people that have sex, you know. Even if you're not married and you happen to contract a gonorrhea, you know you didn't get it from the tree. You got it from the person. So it's right to go back and tell the partner you had an encounter with, please, I was tested positive for gonorrhea, kindly also go and have a test. So it all comes back to behavior change. Because I'm pretty sure when we treat you, we tell you to inform your partner. So, but with continuous information and maybe continuous information to the public will learn. They will know the importance of partner notification, and then as all get treated, then we can help reduce these STIs and also reduce the rate of HIV. New infections.
I'm thinking about the young people and mainly those in schools, because these are things we will not say that these things are not happening. Your young people are meeting and, you know, having sexual intercourse. How do you handle such groups of people, mainly the young people and
the young people,
those in school?
They are very interesting, the young people. Do you know why? They are very eager. They are very eager. So the young people, like the way I told you, they don't have money. That's one thing. Secondly, they have stigma. And for us, we break the barriers to stigma. And then they want privacy. So the information must be kept confidential at any point. So by being non-judgmental, by the services being free, and keeping the confidentiality, those people freely come to us. So we also get the outreach, we partner with them. We go to the universities, to the schools. We first reach to them, like I said, we need to find them. So we reach to them, give them the information, and then some are treated there, some come to us. At least we let them know there is a place where you will get these services at no cost, in a confidentiality way, and the services are non-judgmental. They come and are being attended to.
And now for cases where, you know, I've met someone, we have people in bars, yes? We also look at that category, the outgoers, people who go out, and then there's also, those groups that you work with. Also the sexual workers. How do you deal with these people? And you'll also talk about the testing kits. These days we have these kits around.
There are very many.
Yes. Yeah. First talk about these groups.
These groups.
Yes.
Actually, when you asked me, these are key priority populations. The key priority populations, we have the young people belong there, the sex workers, the outgoers, the armed people, the fish forkers, fishmongers. There are very many. But let me stress the young people and then the sex workers, those people. So, first of all, like I told you, we reach to them.
Yeah.
We have the community model, the community approach, the community outreaches. So after reaching to them, through their peers, remember when you told me, work with their peers, the peer to the sex workers. So they take us exactly to them. So they have the services on ground where they are.
Yeah.
And we continuously do it. When they are able, they come. Because you cannot expect a sex worker whereby her work is that and she has to make money to leave her job and come to you. She needs the service, but she needs it where she is or where he is. So we reach them on ground and give them the services, give them the information they need, give them the condoms so that they are empowered. That's what we do. So through that, we ensure continuity. The same applies to the young people. So those ones who can come out, then they reach us to the facilities. But in a way that you're not judging them, in a way that you're friendly, and services are free, of course. And the information must be confidential.
Confidential.
With those three pillars, they are sorted. And they are very cooperative, by the way.
Oh.
Very. And they appreciate a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. I know the beauty of you, taking a service to these customers. Yeah, it comes in handy. Yes, so about the testing kits.
Oh.
Yes. What should we know about these kits? Are they safe?
Our testing kits.
Yes.
So about our testing kits.
Do you that these ones that people move with?
No, we don't supply the self-test kits. We bring a service to them. So our test kits are safe.
Oh, you don't give the...
We don't we take the service to them. So it's us who offer them a service, but we don't supply them the free testing kits. So we go with our kits, and of course they meet the standards, and then we give them a service. It's us who provide the service to them. We don't give them to test because they may not keep them well. And
I asked this in relation to one of the groups that you handle, the sex workers. Yes, if I am one and then I will want to test the person I'm going to work with, don't people have access to...
Oh, so you're asking about the self-test kits?
Yes.
We don't supply.
You don't?
We don't supply. For us, we take a service to them, test. Remember, we don't only go for HIV. We go for sexually transmitted diseases. So we go to them and offer them a service. I even imagine they don't have that time. Their business. It is business time. A customer has paid money. They don't have time to wait. So it's our responsibility to ensure their business is safe by routine testing, condom provision, treating the STIs, and then bridging the knowledge gap, giving them the education so that they can practice the safe sex.
Okay. So what do you wish people, all our people in Uganda and elsewhere, understood more about STIs and HIV and STDs?
So I would wish that the whole community, all people, should know that though you tested negative on the first time, you can still contract the HIV. because you don't know the person you're testing with when they were last exposed. You get me? And then without signs and symptoms, you can still have the STI and you can contract it. And then the STIs, recurrent STIs, when you have those STIs, you also have higher chances of getting what? HIV. So if people understood that, then the new HIV infections will be low because they are going to take caution. Yes, please.
What are some of the misconceptions or things you hear people say about mainly testing for STIs, and in particular the big one is HIV?
Like misconceptions about STIs, you know,
in community.
In community, for them people think when you have gonorrhea, you cannot contract HIV. That's what they think, but it's wrong. Because if you have gonorrhea, you have high chances of getting what? HIV. Then the men think when you have gonorrhea, you are sexually strong.
Oh.
Yes. Because there is increased
I've not heard about that.
There is increased urge to have sex because of the irritation. So in so drink, a man gets surgery in a man. That's what they think, which is wrong.
Yeah.
And they also think that when you have smelly feet, that you have kabotongo. And they think kabotongo is hereditary. Actually, others say, oh, Musao, kabotongo wafenga wachika.
Kumbe it is not the case.
Kabotongo tatambulira mu bika. It is sexually transmitted, my dear people. So that's what they think. And actually others still think that when you take porridge, bushera, any porridge, that you cannot get, that when you go test for HIV, they will not get. And others think when you have TB, akafuba, that you have HIV. It's not the case. So those are the misconceptions people are having, which is wrong.
And then how do you deal with the cultural norms and, you know, those things that, you know, first of all, that some people don't even want to come and test. Yes, don't want to hear anything about those testings. And then also these norms that easily spread.
So first of all, we respect them, because culture means what?
Culture.
There's no way you tell a person not to believe in their culture, but we give them the right information. Like the way I told you, people believe that kabotongo is hereditary.
Yeah.
And they will tell you that every child I produce, Musao, has kabotongo. And so you first listen to them, and then you correct. And then when they go through a test and they are negative, then they believe. It's about giving them the right information.
So information is very, very vital
key.
In
the
this.
Very right information
Yes.
is very key. And maybe some people experience when they come and test and then they are negative, they will not believe. They bring the whole family for testing. You test the mother, the father, and the children, they are negative. Then they believe kabotongo is not hereditary. Because they can make, Musa will not soboro. Wafe kabotongo nga wachika. Nja kuletera family number. But true, after testing them and they're negative, then they believe. Then they also go and talk to other people. Then the information can spread, and then in so doing, we are correcting those myths.
Okay. What is some of your worst experiences with working with communities? You do community outreaches. What are some of the challenges you people face when you go to these communities? Okay. Because you handle different cultures, different people. So yes, however much you're taking this service to these people, I know there are issues that you face as a center. And then also as an individual, you're a woman. Yes.
You know, it is expected, especially when we go to the sex workers. They think we are competitors. So they think you're going to take away their customers. Being a woman, you've come to treat, so you're competing with them. So that's why I said we work with their peers. Where their peers are not, you not get to them because you are a competitor. Then they have that negative attitude. You are delaying us because the business must move on. And then most people associate the services to politics. So you must first explain we are not political. So, and others end up declining the services. So they associate the services to politics, which is not true. We don't do it because of the coming elections. So we don't do that. Ours are continuing because they were there, they are continuing, and they shall be. So others think for us to give them a service, we should also give them money. Like I give you a free service and I also give you money. Others want money before giving them a service. So you must first explain to them, request them to allow us to give them the service. But we don't do it on that day through mobilization. But those are the challenges we encounter. Before the real day you have mobilized, but those are the challenges. They want money, they think they are political. Then we are competing with them, we are wasting their time. Like that. And others at times are so abusive, but we understand. Yes.
Yeah. So what is the bigger goal or vision of Kitante Wellness Centre?
The bigger vision of Kitante Wellness Centre is reducing the new HIV infections, the people creating the awareness about the STIs. So that if you know, you'll be able to seek the treatment timely, and then you also prevent further spread and further complication. At least is to create that big awareness so that people live in a world where they are free to seek the services in a non-judgmental way, in a free way, like they live at peace. In so doing, the new infections will be reducing, and then those ones who are already positively living will not be able to spread. And then people will be able to seek the STI services in a free way, in a confident way, in a non-judgmental way. And then we shall live in a world whereby everybody is informed and is not worried of the STIs and the further complications.
Yeah, and then you talked about someone who is positive, not transmitting it. That another vulnerable group we didn't talk about are the pregnant mothers. Yes, those that are expecting. First of all, how does a baby contract the HIV and virus from the mother?
So for the pregnant and the breastfeeding mothers, when they're not taking their drugs or they are positively living and they don't know, the viral load is high. The virus is high. So when it's high, it can easily transmit to the what? To this baby. So when they are in care or they are taking their drugs well, it is suppressed. When it is suppressed, they cannot transmit. Though there are other preventive measures for the pregnant mothers. For them, they continuously check their viral load after every 3 months. And then they stress the adhering issues to take their drugs. Then for the breastfeeding mothers, once the baby is out, there are preventive measures done on the children at every step, and they are also checked like at every stage. There are stages 1.5 months, 9 months, to see in line with the preventive drugs they take children. So in so doing, they are able to get the negative HIV negative final outcome. So the pregnant and breastfeeding mothers should routinely go for antenatal according to their schedules. If you're negative leaving, they will test you according to the routine to find out your status. If you're positive leaving, they will stress the antenatal, the adherence issues, so that you don't transmit your baby. Because when the viral load is high, the baby can easily be what? Affected.
Wow. Thank you so much, Georgina. This is very important information that we need to interest ourselves with, and mainly for the young people. You need this kind of information. It's a very busy season, as I said in the beginning. A lot goes on, and we never know. You never know the person you meet today or tomorrow. Are they sick? Are they not sick? So you need to keep engaging with this kind of information. And Kitante Wellness Centre is here for you to they welcome you free of charge. They give you these services, and also doing community outreaches as we try to finalize your advice to a young girl who is watching us.
A young girl.
Yes, yes. There is a lot that is going on. Social media, a lot. What would be your take today to a girl who is watching us, and in relation to the field that you work in, nursing, and in particular STIs and the HIV thing? Yes, you've worked with so many people. People have come with their problems, told you what they face, how they get these things. Yeah, so what is your take home for anyone who is watching us relating to the things that you do?
Okay, first you said to a young girl. So I know we are going into the excitement period.
Yeah.
That excitement is for a short time, but the repercussions will be long-lived. Well, you know there is this ABC module: abstain, be faithful, use a condom. You get. So if you cannot abstain, be faithful. If you cannot be faithful, use a condom. Are you getting me? Because how much we talk, we shall not stop the young girls. How much we give information, we realize we cannot stop them from engaging in a sexual encounter. So they should develop the habit of seeking for services. Since I have said that the Kitante and Karungu Wellness services are free, so why should they not seek? They are confidential. You know, the young generation, they fear to be blamed. Dear young girls, come to us.
They will not judge you.
We shall not judge you. Yeah. We shall give you the right information. Actually, they are misled. They are misled. So we shall give them the right information, and then we shall not judge them, and then they will do the right thing amidst the excitement season and that period. Maybe the final take home to everybody: your sexual health matters a lot. That's what I can say. It really matters a lot, because the repercussions are long-lived if you don't give it a priority. So finally, they can come to our facilities, as I have said, at Kamazima Wellness Centre in Rukaya, at Uganda Cares Building, and Kitante Wellness Centre at Uganda Cares Building, the off Mulago, Chira Road, opposite the Uganda Museum.
So your numbers where people can reach you?
For HF Kitante Wellness Centre, as I said, the location is opposite the Uganda Museum at Uganda Cares Building. You can contact us at +256 31 24 00 150.
We can repeat that.
plus 256
Yeah.
31 24
4
0
0
0 150.
50. Okay.
Then the HF Kitante Wellness Centre, this one is located at Luka Trading Center on Uganda Cares Building. You can contact us on plus 256 200 90 34 94.
All right.
So STI screening is 100% free, confidential, and non-judgmental. Your health matters a lot.
Your health matters.
Your sexual health
Sexual health in
matters
particular.
a lot. True.
Yeah, yeah, and TikTok. They have a TikTok account. It is Shamwell Health Market. Shamwell Health Market. They have a lot of content there, and you can engage with this content and also inbox them. Yeah, in case you need their services, you're lonely, you don't know what to do, you don't know what is next. Just hit their inbox. I can read the numbers again. Kampala is 256 312 400 150. Then Kalungu is 200 903 494. Yes, your health matters, and in particular your sexual health is very important. It's a very busy season. You might be confused, you don't know what to do, you don't know who to talk to. These people are here to talk to you and also guide you on what is best to use. Any final remark to your people who have been watching us? Your workmates, regards, maybe you're sending your regards. And
regards to my workmates and the general people, we are waiting for you. Trust us. I'm 100% sure you will not be disappointed. A blessed day.
Yeah, she talked about testing. If you're exposed, please test as frequently as you should, and do not take long, before you test. It has been a health talk and a very beautiful one. We've handled particular issues, STIs, STDs, and HIV. I know we might not have discussed it all, but at least the information that she has shared is very important and can help you. Yes, start from a point. Yes, these are very, very important issues, very busy season, so you need to engage yourselves. Information gap is very, very important. A behavior change is very important. Mindset change. You don't need to go for testing and then think you won't change in the way you behave. You need to, these things need to move hand in hand. Change the way you behave and then also go for the testing. It will help you a lot. Thank you so much to everyone who has watched this conversation. If you have any question, you can leave the question in the comment section. We can help you reach out to Kitante Wellness Centre very fast. The numbers on the screen, please reach out. And yeah, we can see you next week. Bye.